Good morning and welcome back, students. Today we are going to learn about the nutrients in plants. So as we require nutrients in our body to grow and to survive, same as in plants. Now plants also require nutrients and they don't depend on other living organisms. Plants are the primary source of energy and they only prepare organic matter from the inorganic matter. Inorganic matter means the elements that are been found in the air, in the water and in the soil. So these plants get their elements and then they manufacture the organic matter, and that organic matter we eat and we gain energy for our living. So that is the process. These are the primary source of energy, plants, and they are the primary, they are also known as the producers. So nutrients in plants. So these plants gain their nutrients from three sources. The first one is air, second one is water, and third one is soil. From air we know it takes carbon and oxygen that is required for their in their nutrient content. Water, it gains hydrogen, and the last one, soil. In soil there are elements. There are elements. There are macronutrients and micronutrients. Now there are two groups of nutrients that are present from soil. Macronutrient and micronutrient. Macronutrient are those nutrients that are required in more quantity for the plant, whereas micronutrient are those which are required in little quantity. They both are very essential. Only because they are required in more quantity they are known as macronutrient, and because they are required in less quantity they are known as micronutrient. Now we will list down some macronutrients. We will list down the macronutrients. So the first one is that we are having is nitrogen. You have heard about nitrogen element, right? Now nitrogen is essential for plants. For what reason? For synthesis of protein. And also we know that protein is required for growth, and it also required for chlorophyll. Synthesis of protein and chlorophyll. So next one we have is phosphorus. Now phosphorus is required for the growth and for the cell organelles. For growth and for synthesis of cell organelles. After nitrogen and phosphorus we have potassium. Potassium is required for the synthesis of starch, opening and closing of stomata, and transportation of sugar. So we'll write one of them, synthesis of starch. The rest of them you can remember. Next one is calcium. Calcium is required for the formation of cell wall and also for metabolic reactions. So we'll write here formation of cell wall. Next one is magnesium. Magnesium is required for, it is the part of chlorophyll molecule. So if it has to make chlorophyll, it requires magnesium. Next one is sulfur. Sulfur, it is required for the synthesis of amino acid. So these are the macronutrients. The other one I was talking about is micronutrients. Now we will also list down some micronutrients. The first one will be iron. Iron is required for the synthesis of chlorophyll. Then manganese, not magnesium. Magnesium is already there in macronutrients. It is manganese. Manganese, it helps in photosynthesis. The next one is zinc. Zinc helps in the synthesis of hormones. And other micronutrients required by the plant are boron, chlorine, iron, copper, and one more is there, that is molybdenum. So these are the micronutrients. I'll send you the list and also their importance, why they are required by the plant. Now what happens if the nutrients are not present? If the nutrients are not present, we see that we have deficiency diseases. Okay, so same as in plant. If the plants don't get their nutrients in proper amount, they get their deficiency diseases, and the deficiency diseases are various types. If the deficiency of nitrogen is there, it causes decrease in the content of chlorophyll and results in the yellowing of leaves. Or it can also, the protein content can reduce because of nitrogen, because nitrogen helps in making protein, but if it is not there, then protein will reduce, and so the plant will not have a proper growth. The other one is deficiency of iron. If iron is not there, it will produce less of chlorophyll, then its deficiency causes yellowing of leaves, and also this condition is known as chlorosis. Okay, if it is deficiency of iron, it causes chlorosis. The next one is deficiency of magnesium. Magnesium is an important constituent of chlorophyll. So if it is not present, the chlorophyll will be less and the leaves will be turning yellow. So plants require their nutrient, and they need to be provided with proper nutrients so that their growth is proper and they grow well and they produce the organic matter. So with this, our lesson is over. Thank you.